This episode of Hobie is sponsored by Ho Jeff. Save 25% with promo code HobiePod.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 497. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
Blake.
And I'm Brian.
Hey, almost everyone's here. Where's Jim? That bastard.
Still suspended.
Even in the rain, he's suspended?
Because of the rain.
Because of the rain. Okay. So we're all here. Welcome, everybody. Brian, how you doing?
I am good.
We missed you last week.
I could tell.
We did. We missed you a lot.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your week off?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
It was a stressful week.
Okay. Did a better week this week?
It's neither. It's still happening.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, it is your birthday week, right?
It is your birthday week.
It was my birthday week.
Birthday weeks are so fun.
My birthday was Friday.
Yeah.
Last Friday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You look really good for 48.
41, fuck you, Jason.
Oh, wow. Well, you look old for 41.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about
I
it.
thought 49.
No, we...
Happy birthday, Brian.
Hey, thanks. No, just, life. Life
general?
was amazing.
What'd you do to celebrate?
Oh, God. Here we go.
On my birthday, I worked in the yard.
Oh.
And I had one glass of bourbon in the evening, and then I
Therapeutic.
went to bed early.
Even better.
Was your
Healthy?
wife working overnight?
She was.
Okay.
Yeah, she had to work. We went to a quick dinner. I got off at 5, went to dinner. She had to go to work at 6:30. So it was just a
quick Applebee's.
quick Quatman Cafe
Oh.
dinner. My all-time favorite place in the world.
Number one fan Doug likes that place, I believe.
Yeah,
Is it
as he
Quatman
should.
Burger.
Yeah.
I believe he does.
No, then Sunday we...
Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
You don't forget that day.
Well, I was going
How
to...
can you miss Saturday?
I was going to expand on that later.
Okay, go ahead.
I didn't want to open the show with
No,
it,
please
but,
do. Please do.
Saturday night, Kevin James at the Taft Theater.
He is a comedian?
He is.
Okay.
On purpose?
Is that what he's
Yes.
claiming himself to be still?
That's where he got to start.
Okay. Okay.
Is he as funny as Rob Schneider?
He is 17 times funnier than Rob Schneider.
How
Easily.
Is he funnier than Paula Poundstone?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking.
That's without
Bye-bye.
seeing
It's a high bar
her.
you set, Jason.
What about Elaine Boozler?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking.
Very entertaining.
Uh-huh. How long was he on?
90 minutes.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was...
Did you get an autograph for Jason?
I did not.
I should have given you the mask we wear at the expo.
You shouldn't have.
And you could have worn the Kevin James mask.
No,
That would've
thank
been
you.
so cool if you signed it.
Yeah. No, apparently he was, though, out on the side of Taft there on, I guess, Sycamore, just like hanging out earlier in the day, like was like talking to people and taking pictures.
Oh.
I saw several people on social media that had grabbed pictures with him or whatever and got to talk to him. So,
Okay.
but yeah, very enjoyable.
Good.
Had a
Good.
great time.
Okay.
You would have hated it.
I'm sure I would have enjoyed everything Kevin James. Who doesn't? If he's as good as his last 5 TV shows, I'm sure it was well worth it.
It was worth every penny
It
for
was
me.
sold out too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I like seeing there's more. Sorry if you're not from Cincinnati, but Taft Theater. I love seeing concerts in that Taft Theater.
Yeah, it was.
Front row balcony.
We were second row balcony.
Awesome.
So yeah, and center stage too. So it was like literally just.
You don't have to tell us that much, but do you feel like the tickets were reasonable for him?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
never ticket fees are never reasonable,
Sure.
but
Yeah, after Ticketmaster gets their chair.
yeah, I'm.
Who is that?
Someone's phone is going off.
That's not me.
Oh, it's mine.
Time out. You look like my grandmother. You got your bifocals on. You got your yellow blanket on.
His shawl.
He's like, oh, that's my phone. I'm sorry.
That is my phone.
Yeah, I've never been able to figure out why Ticketmaster calls it a convenience charge. It's not very convenient.
It's
Convenient to them that make money.
inconvenient.
Yeah.
Well,
it was. I mean, it was
reasonable.
reasonable to where
Okay.
I didn't feel like afterwards, like, we really, like we.
You didn't feel dirty after buying it.
No, I just. I
Okay.
mean, like we left, and I was like, nah, I mean, it was a good time, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like it was overly expensive for what we saw.
I keep looking for tickets for Clue, the music, the play that's coming. And I think the lowest prices that I can find is like $150 to $200.
Wow.
And I'm like, I can't justify that for 2 people. I can't justify $400 for it. I can't.
Yeah.
I would love to see it, but I'm like, I don't want to spend $400 on a play.
Yeah, they're.
I don't want to spend $400 on a concert. I don't want to spend $400 on anything.
Later this fall, there's a band coming to Cincy that I've seen several times. Ghost. They're playing at the PNC Pavilion, which
Yeah.
is a very odd place for them to play. Typically, they're at like U.S. Bank or
Like a stadium, like arena.
A little larger stadium.
larger
Yeah.
than that.
Yeah.
And so tickets sold out within like 6.5 seconds.
Because it's a very small venue.
Yeah, there's not very many seats. I think it's maybe like 3,000.
Yeah.
But on the resale market, I've just been kind of checking it
Sure.
periodically just to see if I can catch somebody like, oh, can't go, like whatever. The cheapest ticket is $700
Wow.
resale.
I'd sell.
I would sell that.
I mean, if I bought tickets,
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said you had tickets.
No, he's
no,
looking.
no. I'm looking for them because
looking
it's sold in
$700 per ticket.
Yeah,
It's a lot of money.
that is incredible. And the weird thing is like just looking at it, like their entire tour, like the tickets aren't that expensive anywhere else.
Really.
Like there's, I mean, like $200-$300 or whatever, but like I don't know what it is about this specific. Like,
Is it just the venue you think is unique?
I guess I don't know, but
Live, the band Live from back in the 90s and early 2000s, they're coming to the same place. I
Oh, is
think.
that where they were coming? Mm-hmm. For some reason, I thought they were coming to the casino.
yeah, I think they're coming.
Oh, maybe it is
they're
the casino. That
coming
is
to
right.
Hard Rock.
Yeah, the casino, but it's standing only.
Yeah, that's outside.
Yeah, I can't.
Hard Rock is reopening that. Like Horseshoe had it originally. They had like an outdoor,
Yeah.
concert series, and we saw Weezer there and the Killers.
You know what you do, Jason?
What's that?
You don't even buy tickets. You just bring a lounge chair or a folding chair and sit on the sidewalk outside the venue.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
one. That's good. It is
Yeah.
public property.
You can, you can just sit outside the Hamilton County Justice Center.
I can pick up some bootleg DVDs there too.
Yeah, just sit outside the Justice Center.
Unfortunately, if I sit outside the casino, I think Pete Rose has that whole section tied off. I think he has his own chairs out there. Not to hear the music, just to get a good, so he can go to the casino really quickly.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
But back to it. No, it was a good, enjoyable day. Went over to on Sunday. Went to the new development in Norwood at Factory 52, the old U.S. playing card site.
What is that?
So the playing cards used to be there. They've developed it into apartments. Like 2 brewery tap rooms are in there. They're putting in a food hall.
Trader Joe's?
No.
No.
Some shopping. They've opened a pickleball facility.
Okay.
Like the whole facility that's like a tap room, the pickleball courts, a kitchen. They've on the backside they open a dog park. Like
is the pickleball court in the kitchen? Because that would be difficult.
That's the dumbest
That's where they
question
get
you've
the
ever
pickles.
asked.
What's that?
That's where they get the pickles.
Oh, that's right. You
No.
play pickleball?
I have not.
Oh, okay.
I'm very interested in it though. It seems enjoyable.
Do you use a wiffle ball?
Similar.
You
Is it
use a
similar?
pickleball.
Well, I know it's a pickleball, but is it like a wiffle ball?
Similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Blake, have you played?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was, that was the birthday weekend.
Good job.
Yeah, it was nice after having to buy a new washer and having to put my car in the shop.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah. Parts are still on back order for the car. The washer is also on
Back order?
back order.
When did you get that?
I'm not sure. Maybe the end of the month.
Oh,
Nice.
So
Driving in the rain like today. Clean your windshield.
yeah, and just hold my clothes out the window.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, washer. I thought you said car washer.
No.
washer
Washing
in your
machine.
car.
how often do you buy a car washer?
I just go down. There's like a place where I just like drive through.
Not
and
Blake. He's the rich guy over there. He's got his own
I was
personal.
thinking windshield washer, the wiper fluid.
Oh, hey Claude, come over and clean my car. It's okay. So Claude's on back order too.
apparently,
Yes. Poor Claude.
I think he was on the that Titanic boat.
Can we talk about that? That's crazy.
I'd prefer not to.
I just thought real quick, like these 5 rich.
$250,000 a person.
Yes,
$1 million.
5 rich people went into a submarine.
Well.
Submersible.
Submersible.
Two people were the crew.
That's true. One's the CEO of the company.
Oh, was it the
Yeah.
CEO? I didn't realize.
Yeah. He did have a quote they were showing on news articles last year when they were building it that safety, everything takes a risk. If you don't want to take a risk and die, you should not get out of bed in the morning. So, we're going to build this, but, safety's not the biggest issue.
Oh.
That did not go over well a year later.
It looks like a couple Tylenol capsules on top of a, a pallet board.
Well,
Giant pallet
did you
board.
see? So they get into this thing. It's 5-person submarine thing. Only one person can stretch their legs out because of how small it is.
Yeah.
There's a pooper on a board, which is also where the only window is too. So I was watching that.
Oh, they got a camera on there?
Were they all,
No. They walked through. CBS News walked through it last year, and they showed it.
There's only one porthole?
Yeah.
I was gonna
and then
say.
there's a big giant TV screen.
But why,
and so one
why would
person's
you
like,
go down there?
it's the smallest porthole.
Just watch it on the screen.
And there's a big TV in there that you can watch what you're looking, what they're doing. And it's like,
Can you get the ball game on the screen?
yes, sorry, my bad. I got the Rockies game on.
We live in the stupidest times.
So the best part
Literally.
is, so they have like these metal rollers that are on the bottom. Well, and I'm not kidding you. CBS News had this whole big thing last year about it, and it's being rehashed now because of it. You basically, all 5 people have to move to one side to move the rollers off and then rock it back. And then that's how they go into the water. It's not the most scientific way to get in.
Yeah, I mean, when I first saw the story, those were my first questions. Like, submersible, okay, what kind? Support ship, is there a support ship? Okay, what kind? Is it tethered? Is it is it tethered to the support ship?
Nope.
Giant spool with a cable?
Nope.
Or what? No, it's just like, and then I'm like, yeah, a lot of things are going to go wrong.
$250,000 per person. to go down there. They said they lost contact after an hour and 45 minutes of a 9-hour trip.
9 hours?
9-hour tour.
A 9-hour
9-hour tour to watch on a video screen, which you could have safely have seen from your living room.
from YouTube.
Yeah.
Just go to YouTube and type in
if you
the
want-
Titanic.
No one
Yeah,
dies
yeah.
watching YouTube.
If you want the submersible experience, take your laptop into the pooper, take a poop and watch what's going on, because that's what you can do down there, right?
So,
Cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
one of the other things I heard about it is, though, it is locked from the outside.
They bolt it 17
Yeah.
bolts.
Yeah.
So,
So even if they can surface, they
can't
still
get out.
can't get out.
No. And you only have, I think that now
4
they're down.
days. So it's a total of 4 days worth
Yeah.
of oxygen for 5 people.
And I don't.
96 hours?
Yeah. I think they're down to 48 now, I think it is, or 24.
Less than that, I think.
Yeah.
I think they're talking about giving up tomorrow.
So my question is, I was watching.
Why?
Well, yes.
Yeah, that's a great question.
That is a good question.
I mean, it covers all the bases.
you don't want anyone dying, but at the same time, don't spend $250,000 to go into a giant casket under the water. Let's think about that. Worsley Award nominees,
After tomorrow, possibly.
Most likely.
Unfortunately, maybe.
and I think they said there's only 4 watercraft that could actually get to this thing if they found it. And then the problem is, how the hell do you get it back up? Like, that's the other issue.
Magnets.
A giant magnet
And here I was just going to say a hook.
from a used car junkyard.
Acme has it. Get Wile E. Coyote on the phone. Wiley,
Yeah,
What,
that's it. They do find it on the bottom of the seafloor or whatever. I mean, the first thing you should be doing is grabbing something hard and banging on the wall
yes.
so they can hear you.
Yeah.
The sound does travel pretty well, but not that far, but still.
Yeah, just like a socket set
Yeah,
to
like-
unbolt it.
Yeah, pop, pop, pop.
I think it's metric or standard.
pop. Yeah, SOS.
Standard.
Banging.
Standard.
Yeah.
It's metric.
Well, hold
It's
on.
probably an 11 millimeter bolt.
yeah.
I mean, it
hold
is
on.
a U.S. company, right?
Oh, it's standard then. You're fine.
Okay.
Well, actually, what they probably need, probably what they need to do is hit the triangle button for the beep, 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 because it's a Sony PlayStation 4 controller that they're using.
I saw this today. It's the controls is an Xbox controller.
Yes. But not even the official Xbox
No, it's-
controller.
yeah.
It's a offshoot.
Aftermarket, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
and there's
the
only
most-
one button on the boat.
The most technologically advanced country
Yes.
in
And they're using a Mad Catz controller.
It is green.
what kind of skins does he have on that controller?
They said there were 7 ways that
To die?
7 ways that resurfaces automatically.
Oh yeah.
It did not work.
None of the 7?
Nope. So the one person said they had a Navy ex or former Navy admiral or whatever is on there.
Was it
And-
Leslie Nielsen?
It was Leslie Nielsen. Strike. And
Or who's
Corbin
the-
Burnson.
Yeah, that's McHale's Navy.
Yeah.
That's not Leslie
I know, I
Nielsen.
like Leslie Nielsen too.
I'm just thinking of the guy that has like the
Oh, that's Lloyd Bridges.
yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's got like the napkin between his ears.
You know what? I'll allow it. So Lloyd Bridges was on TV today, and he said what most likely happened was that it punctured a part of the boat and basically imploded instantly, like just exploded. So they said because of the pressure and everything else. So yeah, they said that was probably what happened. That's why you're not seeing it, which is shocking because this boat looks really well constructed.
They tightened one of those bolts just a little too tight, and it just punctured.
Well, my thing is though, like, if you spend $250,000 on this, right, and you get out there and you see this is the boat, you're like, you can keep my money. I'm just going to leave.
Fuck this! I'm going to space.
Yes.
I mean,
I'm going the opposite way. I'm running. Me the fuck out of here.
There's so many yellow flags on that whole thing that I
Yellow. What?
red and yellow flags on that whole thing.
But it is a submarine. Yeah,
No, it's
submarine.
not submersible.
I know.
We all
Stop it.
died in a yellow submarine.
We're all in an octopus's garden.
It would be odd though that they did find it and then they have the metric and not the stand. Son of a bitch! Go to Lowe's. Sorry, sir. We're in the middle of the ocean. Lowe's says they can drop it off, but it's going to be 12 hours.
By drone.
And then they drop it in the wrong area. Damn it!
It just falls in the ocean, sinks to the bottom.
Now we got to find that. We're very insensitive.
I mean, yeah, I mean that's obviously a terrible thing. Like it's not good, but I mean also like
I mean, that's a horrible way
when
to
you
go.
start stacking the things up about this,
You know
this
your
idea.
risk. You know your risk.
Yeah, like it's not
Good.
that shocking, right?
Yeah, I mean, they said, if they didn't explode, which I guess would be the better thing to do, because the other thing is then you're going to die slowly over 4 days.
Yeah, sure.
And they did say that Lloyd Bridges also did mention that he's like, it's not so much the oxygen. Where does the carbon, what is it, dioxide? Monoxide, yeah.
Dioxide.
Dioxide. Where does that go?
Oh, they just had a straw that each one of them had to like breathe through, push it out.
I mean, I'm serious. Like, if you get to this thing, Brian,
All logical questions that probably should have been addressed before you bolted yourself into this thing.
Could
they have brought in plants with them so it could recycle the carbon dioxide back into oxygen?
They try and grab the seaweed. Maybe that was it. That was floating by.
Yeah, a couple of snake plants in there. Yeah, that would have been nice.
Venus flytrap, because there's always one fly that gets in there.
Damn it. A bonsai tree or 3.
Ooh. Well, if you get bored. If it's not your turn to look out the one window.
If you're not either shitting or looking out the window, whichever post you have at the time.
Well, it's right next to each other, so guess what?
No, it's the same seat.
Come on, Phil. You've been on the shitter for 2 hours. Let everyone else get a chance. I'm sorry. I had really bad prunes.
Oh my God, you're filling this up with carbon monoxide.
Will you please turn around and look out the window and stop staring at me while you're shitting?
Hey, what was that made-for-TV miniseries where the ship sinks, it turns upside down, it's at the bottom
Titanic?
of the ocean,
Titanic?
but they had like plants and stuff, and the air
The Hunt
bubble
for
in
Red
there.
October?
No, it was a. You know what I'm talking about?
Sounds like the Poseidon Adventure, but
No, not
that's
Poseidon
not a
Adventure. It was
made for
like-
television.
The Love Boat?
Waterworld?
Now I'm gonna have to look it up.
Deep Blue Sea?
Anaconda?
Anaconda 2, Brian.
The Meg?
Meg 2?
Coming soon to theaters?
I don't think I've seen that one.
Meg 2?
Octopussy?
No.
Octopussy.
Lake Placid. That's what it was. I think you're making things up.
No, I'm not.
And the final thing too, Brian. Hey, Brian, go get in that boat. Where's the door? Oh, no. We're just going to bolt it down. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Excuse me. How do I get out?
Can I drive?
Goliath awaits.
I have no idea. I've never heard of that.
Never heard of that.
Exactly.
They actually did say in the brochure, I guess, that some of the people can drive.
Yeah.
Because
You probably shouldn't take everything you read off of a rest stop brochure. Like when you stop for to go to the bathroom and grab a soda at the rest stop. Don't take your next vacation off of one of those
could
pamphlets.
you imagine that was the pamphlet? Hey, do you have $250,000? Come see the Titanic.
Are you sitting on a large sum of money that you don't know what to do with?
Come to Pigeon Forge. We have the Titanic. Not that Titanic museum, a real Titanic museum.
1981, Goliath awaits. Mark
I wasn't even
Harmon,
born
Percy
yet.
Goody,
I was 2.
Eddie Albert, John Carradine,
I
Robert
remember-
Forster,
I remember at that age I couldn't sleep through the night, and I just watched that. My gosh,
Emma
that changed my
Sands,
life.
George Ennis. I mean, it was full of fucking stars at the time.
It's full of stars.
Full of stars.
That was the quote. And they're underwater.
Yeah.
Coming to Fox at 9:00 on Mondays, the Goliath Adventure.
Is it a remake or a reboot?
It's a TV series.
Oh, it's a made-for-TV series?
Yes, it's an hour long.
But is it a remake or a reboot?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You gotta wait. You gotta watch it on Fox on Mondays.
It's the Ocean Gate awaits as they find the crew upside down in the submersible who created a subculture ecology using the greens from their feces to create oxygen.
So it's like a biodome.
And survive, yes.
Starring Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then that's right after Lawn Boys. So just to let you guys know,
If Pauly Shore is going to be in it, can
Yeah.
we get Carrot Top in it too?
if you want.
Maybe just as a special guest star one week.
No,
Maybe,
he's
maybe
in-
they're each the captains of two of these ships.
that combine.
No, like they're
Oh,
racing
they're at
against each
war.
other to get.
Yeah, but they're underwater.
Well, yeah.
Is the ship bolted on top of each other?
Yeah, the two ships are bolted to each other.
Yes. And they're racing.
Each other.
I really don't know what the bad idea of this is. I feel like this was well worth the money.
You know what it is? It's aliens.
Is it Alien?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I heard those are here.
It's aliens.
So I guess there was somebody on Instagram that was taking a picture or like a video, and the submersible, PVC pipe was behind them, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm watching this boat go down for to look at the Titanic or whatever." And so she posted it. Well, I guess it was 2 hours after it went missing.
Yeah.
And people online are now saying, this is a conspiracy. Something doesn't add up right here.
Did they see a lizard person in the background?
Well, it was just funny. And the one person's like, she posted it after it went under the water. Like, there's no conspiracy just because she posted it after it disappeared. Well, you can see the boat, the submersible.
Clearly, the boat is right there.
Like everything that isn't
Found it.
It's right there. I don't know what the problem is.
everything that everything that people see that they immediately don't understand
Yes.
is a conspiracy.
Yes.
Like they can't just be like normal, reasonable people like, maybe that's just like they just went underwater and now like whatever. No. Oh, it's fucking aliens.
They were abducted by Malaysia flight MH. Was it 380?
Don't get me started on that. I watched a Netflix documentary on that.
That was haunting.
Yeah.
It's very, very
I like
haunting.
the Indiana Jones guy found it.
Yeah. Of all people.
But he's a Russian spy, allegedly. But he wasn't. Because that was another conspiracy.
Everything's a conspiracy.
Anyways, so that's what's going on in the world. So,
News break.
are you doing that for your birthday next year?
I'm gonna probably hold off.
Okay. They do have an extra one. They have two of these.
Well, why don't they send that one to go look for the other one?
Could you imagine? Oh yeah, we lost that one too. Damn it!
only $500,000.
Because it's a now once in a lifetime experience.
Sign up now to go hunt for the Titanic.
You don't want the Titanic. You want this boat. You know how we fucked up that first boat? Now you go hunt for it.
Hunt for the submersible.
But you do it in October.
Yes. We now have two game controllers.
We've got 2 portholes.
We're not using an aftermarket controller. We're using an authentic Xbox.
You got to bring your own
360.
charging cables, though.
We got the Atari to the 2600 controller. It's only one button.
You're on USB port.
Unfortunately, it's like the game of Decathlon from the Atari. You have to move it back and forth really quick. You're not moving it quick enough.
The two buttons. But
Give me a trackball all day.
You just made us go to circle.
Hell yeah, I did.
who's got a comb in their back pocket? Or a pen. Pencil. So use that pivot.
So thoughts and prayers. Anyway. Works, doesn't it?
It might have been the coldest thing said all night.
Hey, I mean, it's what we do, and it's combating gun violence in this country.
Now
Knocking it.
it's combating submersible ships. I'm sure that will find it. Anyways, moving on. Anyone else got anything? No? Okay.
Started shrinking.
Like were you in cold water?
How tall were you to begin with?
Well, no, I mean, I started watching the
TV show.
shrinking.
Oh. I'll be honest.
We thought maybe you were at the
Well, I did get a
physical
haircut.
and got a...
I got a haircut. It may have shaved off a 1/4 inch of my height.
It's like a frightened turtle. What is shrinking? Oh, is that with Harrison Ford?
And Jason Segel.
Jason Segel.
And?
Brett Goldstein wrote for it, otherwise known as Roy Kent.
Yep.
He's there.
Yeah, so and that's basically why I started watching it, is because
Is he in it?
Goldstein. No,
Oh.
because I read an article about he was doing Shrinking 2 at the same time, and it's entertaining.
Okay.
Harrison Ford's pretty good in it. He's got some great one-liners.
Okay. Did he get injured on set?
Did
Not yet.
Is he a doctor?
He is, yes, psychologist. They're therapists.
I just like that. Okay. Well, I'm just happy he didn't get injured.
Yeah,
He's gotten injured
yeah.
on everything else.
Well, he was in a car accident in the TV show.
They actually put him in there.
It may have been an
stunt double.
It may have been an actual accident, but the director said, keep rolling. and they improvised.
Harrison, Mr. Ford, that's not your car. This is a studio lot. Where are you? Oh, Jesus. Okay, just roll it. Just
It
go
works
with it.
great, except for the CGI flashbacks of Harrison Ford's character, where they make him young, look like Indiana Jones.
Does he have a hat?
Or I should say, he doesn't look like Indiana Jones. He looks like the CIA agent version of himself.
They spared no expense.
Yeah.
Are you excited for Indiana Jones?
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I don't like the reviews that I keep seeing about how it sucks, but I still want to go see it. Like I still want to go see The Flash, despite its box office returns.
It did not do
weekend.
well.
Yeah,
He seems like
Jeff
such a
can talk
nice
about
guy.
it.
Although the simple fact of the matter is, not doing well is a relative term.
Yeah. They said, well, what do you expect? Like, hey, we're building a whole new franchise.
What
and
about
a
other
new-
DC movies that came out for the first weekend? What was their box office?
This
takes?
was worse than Black Adam. And Black Adam did not do well.
Was that pre-COVID or post-COVID?
Post-COVID.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Don't worry, nobody really wants to remember Black Adam. Yeah, it did $20 million less than Black Adam, or close to it. They said, well, the problem is you got James Gunn that comes out and goes, hey, you know all that DCU, EU stuff? Fuck it. We don't care anymore.
But here's this movie. Watch
We
it.
got 4 movies coming out, though, this year. Have fun. Why am I going to see this then? So, or maybe it's karma for canceling Batgirl. Maybe that's it.
Maybe.
That might be it.
I'd be interested just because I'm interested in Michael Keaton.
So the funny thing is, Batgirl, people online were releasing photos and like a 10-second video of the actual movie. And so they're like, this is supposed to be under lock and key. Like, how is this getting out? And so obviously Warner Brothers went to the people tweeting it out and said, take this fucking down. Like, take all of it down. But there was like photos of Keaton as Batman, like in the bell tower from the original 1989 Batman where he beat Joker, and that was in the movie. So yeah, they're like, okay, so obviously it's not under lock and key if these photos are coming out. You just release the movie. Obviously they can't because they're going to lose $90 million in tax credit. But it might just be karma. Just might be karma. So Indiana Jones is not getting good reviews at all.
No.
Jeff, do you
But
go?
are those critic reviews or fan reviews, you know?
Well, IGN, where Jeff gets all of his news from, gave it a 3 or a 4 out of 10 we talked about last week. So
I am not looking forward to it in the slightest.
you're not a huge fan of them, are they? You like
First one was good.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like your thoughts on Back to the Future.
The first one was good.
Well, this is the 5th one, right?
Yes. Yes.
So 1 and 3 were good.
Jeff
1
says
and
no.
4 were bad. So if you're trending in the right, you should be trending in the right direction on the 5th one.
2,
In theory.
I like 3 a lot. I know Jeff doesn't like that one. I like Last Crusade a lot.
3 didn't suck.
2 is okay. I like some of the action scenes, but it took a long time to get there.
Yeah.
And too much Kate Capshaw screaming.
Oh, yes. You mean Willie?
I mean Willie.
And 4 was just awful. Awful. There's giant bullet ants. Oh, look. Shia LaDouche and Kate Blanchett are flying through or going through the jungle on snakes and vines.
I don't think Kate Blanchett was going through the jungle.
Wasn't she?
on Snakes
I don't
and
remember
Vines.
it. Was Mutt?
Mutt was, yes.
Mutt was? Okay.
So I've seen, I think, all 4 of them.
Okay. Do you like them?
Whatever. I could really care less about Harrison Ford, honestly.
Okay.
But wasn't Shia LaBeouf supposed to take over and like
Yes.
be the new Indiana Jones?
Yes.
Until everybody saw the movie.
That was the intention before the movie came out.
Okay.
Because it ended with, remember, his hat was going towards mud, and Harrison Ford stops and goes, "Not just yet, kid." And he puts it on, and then he gets married to Karen Allen in it.
I didn't even remember that.
I remember that.
Me neither. I think I blocked all that out.
And then Shia LaBeouf they said, maybe we kind of picked the wrong person here. So, of course, now they're saying, how dare a female take over the role?
Obviously, can't have that.
His goddaughter cannot take over that role. Can't.
Well, she can't be worse than Mutt.
I would think not. Hey, Brian, in honor of your birthday, we had a poll of the week for you.
You sure did.
At Bad Ideas Podcast, follow us. In honor of Brian's birthday, what is Sylvester Stallone's best film? We had Oscar, Over the Top, Jeff's favorite, Rhinestone, and Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
I voted for Rhinestone.
Like a rhinestone. In last place, 5% Rhinestone. It's really disappointing.
Very disappointing.
Oscar, which did not win an Oscar, even though it should, came in at 10%. And winning 57% to 28%. Over the Top over, over Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
I think it's because of the song.
The Rhinestone song?
My question:
The over-the-top song.
this what we have on our outline
Yes.
is actually the incorrect poll.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there an updated one?
Yeah.
Oh, you ruined everything now, Jason.
So the
Yes.
the outline, the poll on the outline is actually correct.
Okay.
The poll you put online is what everyone voted on.
Yeah.
Stop or My Mom Shoots.
Will shoot. Oh, no, it just said shoot.
No, what you put out says
Oh.
Stop or My Mom Shoots.
Yes, because
It was
Twitter-
too long to fit.
Yes.
Well,
What
that's
she said.
That's not my problem.
Which one did you vote for?
Over the Top, obviously.
Okay, just checking.
Of
You know,
the,
you could have left spaces out so that it all fits in.
Could have.
I'm just saying that's Stop or My Mom Shoots is,
So do you
is
think-
not a Sylvester Stallone movie.
Do you think that would have won if it was the whole thing?
I mean, if it were factually correct, it would have stood a better chance, I think.
I gotcha. We could do a bracket of all Stallone films.
I mean, honestly, there's really
What about his porn? You think that would win?
probably not.
Okay. Is he naked in that?
I
That's
couldn't tell
you're
you.
thinking of his brother.
Oh, Frank, the much better actor
Yeah.
and singer.
I would be all for a Sylvester Stallone bracket.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about that.
I saw the trailer for Expendables 4. Has anyone else seen that?
Yes.
Looks delightful.
Sure.
Yep.
I didn't know they were making Expendables 4. I was shocked to see that.
So the original intention was to have an all-female and him just basically be retired and then be the one hiring
I gotcha.
the mercenaries.
Kind of like the pimp.
Yeah.
Or Charlie from Charlie's
Yeah.
Angels.
But then we wouldn't see him.
That's true.
But I guess no one was interested in. Well, the females that he wanted for the movie, no studio was willing to pay.
I think Ronda Rousey.
Rousey was one.
Yeah.
Megan Fox, who is ultimately in for. And then there was, I don't remember, there were two other that nobody, they were just like, there's no way that we can
Get them.
make this and make any kind of money, especially with him attached as writer and producer and all of that.
Never
So,
stopped a DC film.
Stick to the old geriatrics Viagra team.
Yes. Can we get these guys back? Yeah, do it.
So it's like most of all of the older actors that made appearances in the first three, none
Yeah,
of them are.
Statham's back.
It's the basic. So Statham, Dolph Lundgren, Randy Couture, and Stallone are like
God, I forgot about Randy Couture.
those are the only four that are still in it. Maybe Jet Li might be back. I don't think so though. Because they have I think Tony Jaa
No. Okay.
is the new Jet Li, unfortunately.
We can only have one Asian in here. Wasn't Bruce Willis in this series too for a while?
He was the
Original?
He was the one that was giving them he was the government person
Giving them the jobs.
jobs.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, I don't think he remembers that anymore.
Down the hall.
Down the hall. To what?
Our medical podcast
Oh, okay.
with Dr. Bednar.
I don't feel good about making that joke right now.
You probably shouldn't.
I really don't.
Thoughts?
Bruce Willis needed more naps.
Can we edit that out?
No.
Oh, all right.
What did you say? Talk
He
about
needed
this
more.
article.
Bruce Willis needed more naps.
Why is that?
Because that reduces dementia.
You sent an article for.
I didn't send an article.
Oh.
That was he who is suspended.
Jim did.
Yes,
Sent the article that if you take more power naps, basically,
that's right. In the afternoon.
yeah, you it helps your brain
Saves
out.
your brain.
I could see that. I would love to take some power naps.
Do that in some Sudoku and crosswords.
A job I used to have many years ago, a couple decades ago, the corporate office did have nap rooms that you could go to for 30 minutes a day. So that was
Pretty cool. I would take advantage of that.
I did when I was up there for training. You worked at that company too, and it was like a massage
That's just
chair.
the
I don't think I
corporate
was around
office.
for
The
those
people
that-
who are actually doing the work.
Oh
don't
no!
get the naps.
Fuck them! They're not getting anything.
The peasants who you're
Yeah.
paying bottom dollar to.
Hey, you know the people that are working on long days, should they get this? Nah, forget that. They were basically like the massage chairs you put your head in, and that was it. So, Blake, what do you got for listener feedback this week?
Oh, listener feedback. The bomb listener feedback. Sponsored by Good Feeling Sports Stories. You know, you had U.S. men's national team come into the CONCACAF Nations League and handle Mexico and Canada and win again with some nice young talent.
Yeah, take that, Mexico and Canada.
And then the story was ruined with Berhalter getting hired again. But then you had Votto returning to the Reds, coming
Yes.
back, hitting a home run, and then hitting the go-ahead win.
Winners
I mean,
of 9 in a row.
Yeah.
9 in a row. Right now, they're up 7-2 in the top of the 6.
They were supposed to compete to be the worst team in the league this year.
Yes.
Supposed to.
And I would love to see them make a miraculous compete and win a World Series. But that means Pete Rose would win his bet that he placed on the January 1st.
Oh, did he? That's right.
Like when the
Casino.
sports book opened in Ohio, he
Yeah.
placed the first bet, and it was for the Reds to win the World Series. And I said, that's the stupidest bet ever.
I feel like Pete's learned from his mistakes.
Yeah, yep.
Definitely think so.
Rumor has it he's going to be at the Comic Expo this year.
No. September 22nd through 24th. That is not true. Not true.
That's not a wrestling expo. He's best known for his appearances on WWE Raw.
That is true. Could you get Jake the Snake? Alex Panovic is going to be there this year. He's been in over 100 projects, including Stargate, SG-1, Battlestar Galactica, Smallville, Once Upon a Time, Percy Jackson, Van Helsing, the TV series, I think. Let's see here. Christina Ricci's going to be there. Artist Gavin Smith, sorry. Also, from Street Fighter, and Legends of Tomorrow, Neil McDonough is going to be there. Band of Brothers. Arrow.
I love how you just go straight to Street Fighter. I mean,
Street
the guy's
Fighter's
been
great.
in a ton of shit, and you pick one of the worst ones.
It's going to be awesome. And
Walking Tall,
yes, I like that movie.
the remake.
Yes. Also,
Justified.
Also, the Floyd Norman Commission's only a few spots remain. It's almost sold out. So get your tickets now for that. So September 22nd to 24th. Go ahead, Blake. What else you got?
All right, so as usual, we start off with that number one guy,
A-Pants?
7,
formerly known as
Sunny D
Chili Billy.
The Postman.
delivers twice.
Big D.
Dad.
If he comes back and he survives his
Submarine.
his Hobie stunt, he's going over the Niagara Falls in a Hobie barrel, from what I understand.
Still safer
Yeah.
than a submersible PVC.
Then the Ocean Gate
ship.
submersible. at least the Hobie barrel We did put in a pillow for him
That's true.
and an
That's true.
iPad
Yes.
so he can watch
No.
himself go over the falls.
Not an iPad.
Yeah.
It was a Kindle.
A Kindle.
Yeah, there you go.
Another Barnes and Noble one.
A Nook.
A Nook. We gave him a Nook. This is going to be really cool to see. Yeah, just watch it on there. You'll be fine.
Yeah, the Nook, which is just a reader.
Oh, sorry for his luck. We spared no expense.
You know, he
It's an animated simulation of him going over, but it's all in X's and O's.
Can't I just watch it from the... Can't I just look at this from the side? No, you got to be in it.
No, he just gets to read a descriptor of what's happening to him.
Since it is a
You
short...
plummet at very high speed.
Since it is a shorter trip, it's only $100,000. So it just
he actually paid in Hobie coin.
Oh, so we have 100,000 in Hobie coin?
No, we have 3.
Oh, okay. Still better than none.
I didn't know there was that much Hobie coin out there. Doug was hoarding it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else you got?
So
What's his
yeah. So
question?
anyways, before he goes over the falls, he wants to know rank the Star Trek captains.
Oh,
I've got a ranking here.
okay.
Number 1, I have Pike. Number 2, Kirk.
Okay.
Number 3, Picard. Number 4, Cisco. Number 5, Janeway. Number 6, Archer.
Is there a sequential order to this?
That is how I ranked them. By
He never said how.
I ranked them by order in which they appear.
You forgot Sulu. He was a captain too.
Yeah, it's.
Okay. Make it so. Keep going.
Well, that's all I got.
Oh, okay.
I don't know the ones after that. After Enterprise, I lost track of who was the captain.
Scott Bakula was my favorite.
That was Archer.
Oh. Saru, S-A-R-U.
I don't know who that
Very
is.
good captain. Very good captain.
You could have had Kirk on there twice, because of the reboot.
I could have, but I didn't.
Captain Saru of the USS Discovery. I don't know who that is.
That was from
Anyways.
Discovery, I guess.
Oh, okay. Was that one? Also, Carol Freeman. I don't know who that is.
Probably on one of the new ones.
Captain Freeman of the USS Serial. Syracuse? Oh, no. Cheerios.
I don't know.
So, USS Cheerios. Okay. That's a good job, Jeff. Good job.
I mean, you guys could have other ranks. I don't know, but
No, I don't know what that means.
That's the rank I have them in.
I like that. What's Scott?
From Little Richard 205 at Not That Richard. Everybody loves a good dick joke. I'll continue the tradition. In honor of Father's Day, what are some of your favorite fatherisms from your dad?
Mine was whenever I would ask for something, my dad would say, all right, hold out both your hands. Now, shit in one hand, put all your wishes in the other hand, and see which hand fills up faster.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which one did?
I never tried it. Because,
Wishes. I got a lot of wishes, Dad.
yeah.
Anyone else have fatherisms?
Got a handful of wishes.
Anyone?
I
About you? Do you?
Not really. I can't
Yeah.
think of anything.
I learned how to hold the flashlight correctly when he's working on the engine.
Okay.
My dad had no clue what an engine looked like, so I didn't have to hold that flashlight.
I got a lot of go away. I'm trying to build something. I think that was it.
I learned how to hold the lug nuts.
Yeah.
Fudge.
Fud.
Was it metric or standard? You could have helped.
This is the training of a lifetime right there that I missed out on.
They only could find it.
Yeah. Appreciation of a good grilled steak. And he liked to use Thousand Island dressing on the steak
On the steak?
for grilling. Yeah.
Like he would
As a
put,
marinade?
Yeah.
Really?
Not heard that one before.
I mean, I use
he
it
still
on,
do?
I use it on chicken. I don't continue anymore because
It's probably not the healthiest.
no. But my choice in steak cuts differ from his. So you don't want to put Italian dressing
Yeah.
on filet mignon cuts.
No.
But he liked a good T-bone or porterhouse. steak.
T-bone.
Yeah.
We had steak kebabs for Father's Day. We had that. And chicken kebabs. Very good. Very good.
Interspaced with vegetables,
Yes.
or just meat to meat?
No, it was, we had onions, we had green peppers, red peppers, like in between tomatoes.
There you go.
Anyone else have any fatherisms?
Can't think of any
Yeah, I
quips.
No. My mom had a lot, but I don't remember many from my dad. Oh, I'll turn this car around. He did say that. That was that is an oldie, but it is true. He did say that.
just the standard.
Yeah.
I brought you in. I'll take you out.
Yeah.
If you don't shut up, I'll give you something to cry about.
I remember
Yeah.
we drove to Panama City Beach one vacation, and one of my brothers was messing around, and he's like, I will turn this car around. And he looked at my dad. He goes, Dad, you just drove 14 hours. I don't think you're turning this car around. It's not happening. Not happening.
Test me.
You get one,
I would have done it just to make a point.
Yeah.
you get one vacation a year, Dad. You're not wasting to drive around and turn back around.
Drop everybody off, and then you and me, son, we're going back 14 hours.
Yeah, close the door. Are you trying to heat the neighborhood?
Yeah, my
those just the standard ones.
That's right.
My mom was the one with the refrigerator door. It will blow up if you don't close it.
That's not a that's
Yeah, that's not a standard one.
Yes, it is.
no.
You're not airing Cincinnati. Close the doors.
Well, that I understand.
I'm not
but
paying to cool
your
the neighborhood.
refrigerator will blow up if you keep the door open.
That is a common one. Many refrigerators blow up.
No, refrigerators protect you from
Oh,
explosions.
that's right.
Yeah, you're supposed to get in them in the event of an emergency.
Yeah,
Tornado,
that's true.
nuclear
Nuclear
bomb.
bomb.
Nuclear bomb.
Like
nuclear
that was
bomb.
my favorite in school, where we had like the drills where it's like get under the desk. Like, what is this 1/4-inch plywood going to save me from?
So, did you actually have nuclear drills in your school?
Yeah,
Because we never had that.
We never did
in
either.
my elementary school. Yeah,
Kentucky is a big nuclear testing site. I guess
I didn't go to school in Kentucky.
Oh, that's right. You went to Ohio, didn't you?
You
I
went
went-
to Ohio school.
Yep.
That's right.
Now, tornado drills all the time.
Oh, tornado drills, fire drills.
Fire drills.
Yes.
Yeah, once I got to like middle school and high school, we were outside the realm of nuclear detonations. Apparently,
Oh, your elementary school was probably in the expected to be attacked zone.
yeah.
Well, that'll be fine.
High pride target.
Norwood is a the GM factory was high on the
Aircraft engines.
on the nuke list.
That's right.
What else you got?
No, it's the GM factory, not the GE factory.
Oh, sorry.
What else we got here?
From Brad of the Cinema Guys. Who is the worst movie dad?
That's not Brad's.
No, that's not Brad.
Sorry. What's the question?
One of these days, guys, we're gonna get this.
Hi, I'm
It's in
Brad.
front of him. Here he goes. Here he goes.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Read the thing.
What's the question again? Let's read that again.
From Brad of the Cinema Guys. Who is the worst movie dad?
Anyone got it?
I just off the top of my head immediately thought of Peter McAllister.
He is pretty awful.
I thought of Bill Cosby and Ghost Dad.
Oh.
Yeah,
I thought of
that's not ideal.
Diane's dad in Say Anything.
Ooh,
I thought about the stepdad in Stepdad or Stepfather, that the horror movie where he goes and kills everyone.
Well, that's a pretty bad dad.
We do have some from the rap.com. Just to let you know. Some.
WRAP.
Yep. Their thing is, we got Hollywood covered. They did.
Damn it. Warn me about that.
Sorry. They had worst movie and TV dads, but we'll just do movie. Dwight Hansen from This Boy's Life, Robert De Niro's character in it.
Nope.
Let's see here. Let's see.
Although it made me think of, what's his name? Robert Duvall in The Great Santini.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's actually up there.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Great scene.
He was a bad dad.
Yeah.
Randy Robinson in The Wrestler. He was not a good dad in that one.
I didn't know he was a dad.
yeah, but I mean,
He had CTE.
yeah, but he also he was redeeming himself.
Yeah. Jack Torrance from The Shining. Probably not a good one.
Well, he went insane.
Insane dads aren't good dads.
Insane dads aren't good dads, but it's not their fault. It's a mental health issue.
Michael Corleone in The Godfather.
How about Vito
do
Corleone
what you
in The
gotta do what you gotta
Godfather?
do to survive, man. You're in a mafia.
Royal Tenenbaum in The Royal Tenenbaums.
He's kind of shitty.
He was a bad father.
Darth Vader. Probably.
He wasn't a father.
He was absent most of Luke and Leia's life.
He was a sperm donor, that's
Yeah.
all.
And then he shows up at the end and expects to be, congratulated for becoming a good guy again.
Look, I changed
Yeah, look,
after
I
I
changed.
killed billions of
Yeah.
people.
I've been gone for your entire life until these past year or two,
Dad!
I changed in the last 5 minutes.
I mean, I did cut your hand off, and I tried to kill you
Perfectly fine.
and your sister.
I'm sure the whole galaxy forgave him too for killing, blowing up planets too.
Until 30 seconds before I threw the Emperor over the edge, I was trying to kill you.
Do you think they would take his statues down in some of the planets? Maybe not be the best thing. It's him reaching out to Luke. It's the statue. Finally, George Young from Blow, Johnny Depp's character. I didn't know he was a good
I
dad.
remember that.
Forgot about that. So there you go. For TV dads, Frank Reynolds.
Yes, terrible dad there.
But he teaches good lessons in inflation and monetary handling.
Just for Brian, Arlo Givens in Justified.
Oh yeah, he was bad. Yeah,
Bad dad.
he was a bad dad.
Okay, what else we got?
So, is the next one, is that from the birthday boy?
It is.
All right, read your question.
I asked if you could punch one mascot, who would it be?
Most mascots, they're almost all annoying.
I was
I'd
trying to
punch
think.
them all.
Yeah, I was trying to think. Well, it only says one,
Well,
so you need one
I
to
can Hobie
represent
my
all
list.
of them.
I can Hobie my list.
San Diego Chicken.
In a prime.
I was trying
Yeah.
to figure out exactly, what constitutes a mascot or whatever, and yeah, it might be a little on the fringe here, but honestly, I just want to punch Paul Bearer.
Oh, my Undertaker.
Yeah.
He's going to make you rest.
That's the guy.
Peace.
That's who I would like to punch.
Kane will come to you too.
Is that the guy that was supposed to look undead or something?
Yes.
Yes,
okay.
he
a
was
Paul
the
Bearer.
Paul Bearer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I was thinking every one of those basketball mascots that try to hit a trampoline, like do a flip into a dunk. Fuck those guys. Just want to kick the trampoline away from them. Oh, you jumped and slammed on a trampoline. Great. Great
I guess
job.
now that you were doing your Paul Bearer, it made me think of all those horror movie TV mascots, like the Cool Ghoul or Svengoolie.
Yeah.
They're punchable.
Elvira.
No, not
Oh.
Elvira.
She's great.
She's got punching bags. But
Yes. Yes. My kid turned on a YouTube person today, and every single time this fucker comes on, I'm like, God, this guy has a punchable face. And I accidentally say it out loud, and every time my wife's like, stop saying that.
But it's true.
She's like, it doesn't matter. Don't say it in front of the kids. But he does. Can't remember who it is. I think all of them. And then her comment is, he makes more in one day than we do our whole year, right? Yeah, I know.
It's probably
doesn't prevent his face from being very punchable.
That's true.
well, if it goes with the trend in a couple years, I was going to make a bad suit.
No. Moving on.
From Ryan L. Terry at RL Terry 1.
Hey, Ryan.
What's a movie that was ruined by its budget? More specifically, a movie given a true Hollywood budget, and thus what could have been fun and charming was vapid and shallow. You didn't ask, but mine is Cocaine Bear. I liked it, but it could have been better with a smaller budget and a combination of Nat Geo bear footage and a costume character / puppet.
The only way that would have been better is if it were the Super Trooper bear fucker.
That was the same thing going in my head.
Hey, bear fucker.
They didn't get a huge budget, but I thought Club Dread. Speaking of Super Troopers.
You think the budget is what ruined that movie?
Well, and funny jokes, too, but I think the budget did not help them. I think there was too much pressure on them.
Okay.
The other one I thought about was Snakes on a Plane. They should have just used rubber snakes.
No, I haven't seen the Flash yet, but I did read an article that they were making fun of the Flash CGI graphics being subpar.
The director said, you don't understand it. It's supposed to be weird because of how fast the Flash is going. You're through his perspective. Or we have no other explanation.
Well,
So
if it's subpar, does that mean that they needed a bigger budget to be good?
I have no idea.
We'll get to that.
The one I can think of is Transformers.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's they put so much into making it, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Transformers, arm cuts here, arm tucks there, head goes down, boom, your car. Not into all these hundreds of moving. No. Transform 5 moving pieces, boom, you're done.
Yes. Maybe they fixed it on the new one.
They didn't. I saw the commercials, and it
Oh,
was
I thought
worse.
you saw the movie. I was like,
Oh.
you know what? You have a good point because Bumblebee was a lot more toned down.
Yeah.
And it was the smallest budget of all of them, and it was probably their best one.
Probably.
I mean, part
I
of
like
it,
Bumblebee.
like Transformer, it can turn from car to robot, not to anything you can think of as they did in the movie.
Yeah.
I'll transform into something else.
A gorilla with a bazooka
And where are you going to put all the parts?
in the ass. It's always
They got a lot of junk in that trunk.
I'm just gonna say Avatar.
Oh.
Just
Still looks like a cartoon.
I mean, it's just I still and probably will never understand the about it.
The appeal.
Yeah.
You know who probably could have used a bigger budget? Submersible ship.
Ocean Gate?
Yeah, Ocean Gate Mine.
So, not to go back to this, but
But we're going back to
He bolted the people in.
so while we were talking, I was looking some stuff up on this,
Oh god.
and whoever, like the manufacturer or people in charge of these submersibles, warned them about it because the windows in the
window
in the submersible
Portal.
is only good for no more than 1,300 meters,
Oh jeez.
and they were going 4,000.
Oop, did they test this? Did they ever send this down before this?
So it was their 5th trip.
I don't know.
Earlier?
Well, it overexceeded its expectations the first time.
We'll have to go back and listen, because in the beginning we said this was their 5th trip or something like that.
Yeah. I'll double check.
I don't know, but
Doesn't matter. Still should not be good.
Still can't find it.
Still can't.
Yeah, but like that, and like apparently like there was a safety guy, and then he like raised all these questions, so they just fired him in 2018.
Yeah, he
Like
sued.
he
I
sued
saw
the
headline.
sued
Yeah, that's all.
the CEO of this thing or whatever. But like like he was the safety guy and said this isn't safe, and they're like, "Fuck you, buddy. It is. We're going."
Oh my god.
Wild.
And the horse you rode in on.
I would have an issue when they're trying to bolt this thing in. I'll be like, "Hey, what are we doing here?"
You know, funny you say that. I believe, and the horse you rode in on is going to be on NBC Tuesday nights.
NBC Tuesday night.
Yeah,
Yes, at 9:30.
Yeah, and the horse you rode in on.
This is Tuesday night. NBC is really doing well. This is the end. Oh, this is end. This is end.
This is end.
Eating chips.
Eating chips.
Imprecious. And at 9:30, and the horse you rode in on.
Man.
Now, see, the Hobie barrel.
It's
We
about-
said Hobie barrel. We put Doug in. We did give him an emergency cord to pull.
Yeah, but
It's not connected to anything. But we gave
That's
him
gonna
to
be
pull it.
that's gonna be like a Saturday night special attraction movie.
yeah,
Or
like
not movie.
could be a
the
stunt.
Walindas or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they're walking. Like yeah.
The Hobie barrel we gave Doug, we at least tied a tether to it.
Yeah, and he's stocked up with Hello Jeff boxes.
Yes.
Certainly.
What was in the Hello Jeff boxes?
This week we are going for, that good old pork chops and applesauce. And by that I mean bacon bits and Mott's applesauce packs.
Ooh.
I was going to say matzo balls.
I really expected us to come back with Hello Jeff at a better. I figured we'd jump off a little bit better than
Just to let you know.
bacon bits and applesauce.
And the horse you
You
rode
say
in,
it like it's a bad thing.
and the horse you rode in on is a half-hour single-camera comedy show about the world of equestrian, competitive equestrian.
With executive produced by Doug.
Yes, starring Ricky Lake.
What? There's some thought process to that, and I don't think I want to know it.
What else we got here, Blake?
And we're going to wrap it up. Professor number one and Doctor number one. Since the Unabomber passed away, who should be Trump's cellmate? Hashtag down the hall.
That would be on Stump.
I don't get the fascination. He was just one bomber. I just don't understand it.
He had a cool name and sunglasses.
No, fuck that guy.
So did a lot of like 60s hippie rock stars.
And serial killers. I've seen several documentaries where the serial killer, I'm like, he looks like the guy in the one I watched last week. They look alike.
All serial killers look alike?
Apparently. According to Netflix.
Well, to answer the question, I'm going to say Trump's cellmate should be Hunter Biden.
Oh, man. I think it should
Are they going to include
be...
drugs and conjugal visits?
Allegedly.
No, I don't think he pled guilty to any drug charges.
Who, Hunter?
Yes.
Did he plead guilty
Yeah,
recently?
Yeah, he took a plea deal.
he took a plea deal.
Oh, I missed this part.
Today, I believe it was, actually.
I don't know the facts.
I heard it on the drive over here. So I don't know the complete facts and
Some
whatnot.
firearms and not paying taxes or something.
I think that not paying taxes is what he
Yeah.
pled guilty to.
That's a shame. Seemed like he had a bright future.
Yeah.
Anyways, he'll be running for governor of
If we're able to locate him,
Uh-huh.
maybe the CEO of this
Ocean Gate.
Ocean Gate.
submersible thing.
So the conspiracy is he was never even on the ship. He just had to vanish because he was getting.
You know what? They put classified documents on that Ocean Gate. They stashed all the evidence
Oh
on
man,
there.
what did the actual conspiracy theories of he's just trying to these people all agreed they just wanted to vanish and they're faking their own death.
That is true.
Yep.
I like
And
it.
they're going to all appear back at their funerals, just like that asshole did this past week.
I didn't hear
You
What
see
that.
that in the news?
No.
No.
Guy felt unappreciated by his family, so he faked his own death, and they believed they were going to his funeral. And then he shows up. Surprise, I'm not dead.
Join us for Impractical Jokers.
That's just a practical joke.
Sorry. My bad.
I don't think there's anything practical about that joke.
Practical Jokers coming to CBS Tuesdays at 8:30.
Practical jokesters.
Practical jokers.
Jokester.
Jokesters.
Pull my finger.
Hosted by Carrot Top.
Oh, it's right after Wibbly Wobbly by Michael Rowe.
Practical.
Wibbly wobbly.
Oh, we don't have much of a budget.
We don't have enough tradesmen. Calm down, Michael. I know it's a problem, but we don't have enough. I can't do anything about it.
I wanted to be a classically trained opera singer. Is that not okay?
I could.
Nope. Electrician or die.
I agree. There should be more tradesmen, but I can't do anything about it, Michael. Stop yelling at me. I'm 44. I'm set in my ways. I can't change jobs. Leave me alone. I got kids. Sorry. I just want to save up for a trip to the Titanic.
I was drinking water there. Be careful.
It's a very Titanic episode.
Practical jokes. Jokesters. Well, if this toilet gag doesn't work, we at least can fix the plumbing for you. We're practical.
News of the Geek, Jeff. Get me something here. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, you're actually going to do it.
Well, isn't that what I'm supposed to do?
Well, I don't know. You're like 6 rows behind here.
Well, I am, but that's beside the point.
That's right. That's okay.
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
Per comicbookmovie.com, where Brian gets all his news from. The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, is the most expensive TV series ever made, even though we're still not sure if it led to a large enough increase in Amazon Prime Video's all-important subscriber numbers. It didn't. Regardless, the show was...
No, it said we did not know.
No, they know. The
What
show
about
was...
compared to the Wheel of Time?
Well, that's true. Both of them getting second seasons. The show will soon face unexpected competition from Warner Brothers.
What?
Earlier this year, the studio announced plans to expand the franchise in theaters, suggesting we'll soon see two conflicting visions from Middle-earth on our screens. The studio is thought to be plotting a number of spin-off movies revolving around the beloved characters from Peter Jackson's trilogy.
Not Tolkien's trilogy.
Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson's trilogy.
That means expanding the franchise beyond even author J.R.R. Tolkien's novels. But who better to help them with that than the filmmaker who adapted both the Lord of the Rings trilogy and The Hobbit?
They're going to do a whole movie series on Evangeline Lilly's character.
Supposedly George R.R. Martin is helping write this.
Harwin?
In an interview with Variety via SFF Gazette.
Where does it say George R. R. Martin?
I was kidding. Warner Brothers Film Groups. He's going to make these. He's going to write these before he finishes his book.
Well, he's doing other things long before finishing the book, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Hey, George, how's that book? What are you talking about? I made a map. See how detailed it is? There's dragons up there.
I've got 4 other books I've written in the meantime.
One of them is called Imprecious. Warner Brothers Film Group's co-CEOs Michael De Luca and Pam Abney confirmed they have big plans for Middle-earth. Well, that's good. We got shitty plans for Middle-earth. While no specific quotes were published, the trade reveals they brokered a pact to make new Lord of the Rings films.
That seems like a very specific.
We're doing a spin-off
Centered.
featured solely on the dwarf Bomber.
Oh, I thought it'd be Tom Bombadil.
No, they didn't even put him in the regular movies.
I know, they're going to make up for it now.
I like this part. They also visited Peter Jackson in New Zealand to reestablish the studio's connection to the franchise original director. Actually, they just wanted a trip to New Zealand. They're like, how the fuck do we get the studio to pay for this? Hey, we might do another Lord of the Rings. Yeah, go to New Zealand.
Yeah, they went to the New Zealand Lord of the Rings trip.
I've always wanted to take it.
I know people who have. I'm jealous.
Yeah. Nikki's down there.
Yeah.
She lives there. She can take you on tour. How involved Jackson and writing partners Fran Walsh and Philippa Boyens will be with these future projects remains to be seen. But this does bode well. Does it?
Well, it bodes well for them making money.
Warner
By
Brothers.
them, I mean Jackson, Walsh, and Boyd.
Yes.
And Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers
No, they might lose money on it.
found itself in a legal battle with the Saul Zantic company-owned Middle-earth Enterprises about whether they were doing enough with the property, with plans for an animated movie, The War of...
Hey, it's 929.
Rohirrim.
The War of the Rohirrim, deemed insufficient. New owners embrace her.
Are they going to contact Ralph Bakshi?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I
know you
wouldn't.
don't. Why not?
Those movies are overrated.
You never got the proper animated
They're-
movies that you wanted.
They're overrated. They're not. that
Anyways,
good.
yeah, Ralph Bakshi. Look it up.
Is there enough Lord of the Rings excitement on this?
Yes.
People can't get enough. I mean, come on. They're going to
I think they can because they're not even finishing the series.
Everything. I mean, they're coming out. Wizards of the Coast is coming out with the Magic the Gathering, Lord of the Rings series. Cards and whatever. Yeah, they're going to screw it to death.
But is it
Yeah, when
better way to go than in the bottom of the ocean? I guess.
Coming to Fox. Screw it to death.
Screw it to death. There you go. That's late night Friday night. There you go.
Oh damn it! God, switch it to Fridays.
But when does this actually enter public domain? That's got to be coming up sometime, doesn't it?
I have no idea.
It's like Blake. Make up a year, Blake.
Gonna have to talk to the lawyers on that one.
This says 2027.
What is this?
I don't know. I just made it up.
The number you made up. Okay. thank you.
Hobie says 2027.
Per Popular Science, where Jeff gets all of his news from.
I thought it was from that other thing you said earlier.
No, you get this too. Orcas may be the ocean's top predators. They're so cuddly, but they're rarely shown aggressiveness towards humans or watercraft in the past. Wait a minute. But since 2020, orcopods have been increasingly targeting sailboats off the Iberian Peninsula in Western Europe.
Orcopods.
Iberian Peninsula. That is Spain and Portugal.
In one instance, 3 of the black and white whales destroyed a vessel's rudder, causing it to sink before it reached port. The Spanish Coast Guard called in a helicopter and sea cruiser to rescue the sailors. The sea mammal strikes have left scientists, sailors, and social media users. Oh, good.
Great. They checked in on the social media
I know what the
users.
social media users say.
So let's get the opinions of the scientists and the sailors and the social media users.
Always
The
got
scientists and the sailors can't figure it out.
Who link it to SeaWorld not hiring enough of them anymore after they banned Shamu and Mamu shows.
That might be it.
They don't know what caused
Shamu is upset that it can't perform now. It's out
Right.
of work.
It's called limp.
Thanks, PETA.
Some experts suspect that one of the older female orcas involved, named White Gladys,
Yeah, the
Also known as
matriarch.
Shamu.
had previously been hit by a ship or entrapped during illegal fishing. Questions arose, and are the whales attacking the boats to avenge her? Or are they simply defending themselves against more possible harm? Maybe they're just playing with the sailboats. Let's see. If the attacks were vengeful or defensive, does that mean orcas and animals in general can share their traumas with social groups? Let's see. The subpopulation off the Iberian coast is considered critically endangered with only up to 50 adults, according to a 2019 estimate. Let's see here. The Atlantic Orca Working Group told the New York Times that since 2020, orcas were documented swimming at or reacting to vessels about 500 times in the seas around Morocco, Portugal, and Spain. They caused physical damage to a watercraft in about a fifth of those incidents. Let's see here. David Diamond does not sound like a real guy. Psychology professor at the University of South Florida who studies how stress affects the brain in humans and animals says it's important to remember that we never know what an animal is thinking. Quote, we interpret what they're thinking from their behavior.
That's true. We never know.
As someone who works in an animal-based industry, I don't disagree with Mr. Diamond here.
Diamond, on the other hand, believes that animals are capable of retribution. He often shows videos of orcas in class and notes how they have a mammalian brain that's functionally similar to humans. Quote, I can actually see the killer whale taking a proactive approach to saying, this thing on the surface caused me harm, so I want to get all my hunting party together and attack it.
And he sees them sitting off to the side making notes.
The whales?
Yeah, the whales. Yeah, they're typing on their iPhones to each other. Hey, look, check out this asshole.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
This guy's fucking putting a submersible ship into the water. Let's do it.
This guy's
Are those bolts?
This guy.
They only have one window?
They won't see this coming.
There you go.
Well, White Gladys might have had a negative... Sounds like the new season of White Lotus. While White Gladys might have had a negative experience with the boats, unlikely she suffers from PTSD, as some have speculated. Who speculated this? Is this social media influencers?
Yes.
Yes, but it's also a lot of...
No, I know. I was trying to make a joke there, Brian.
A lot of zoologists and marine biologists have also...
Diamond says it changes a person's personality. It changes their life, PTSD. So we don't want to trivialize PTSD by saying this orca had a terrible experience, therefore it's PTSD. Most people have terrible experiences in their lives and don't develop PTSD. Even if animals don't fit the clinical definition of PTSD patients, they could remember traumatic experiences or develop their side effects like that. It's unlikely that animals can rehash all the details of a traumatic event of their acquaintances, but they might be able to tip them off to the source of the trauma and the dangers. About 16 years ago, John Marzaloff...
I like this side story here.
Yes! A professor of wildlife science at the University of Washington captured American crows using nets. Oh, sorry. They captured American crows using nets to tag them with the colored leg bands so he could follow their behavior over their lifetimes. Now, many crows in the same neck of the woods show hostile behavior to humans. A lot of the birds that weren't tagged, quote, respond to us like we caught them, Marzaloff says. Quote, so they are learning that we're dangerous from others that either experienced it or saw the initial capture. Another example, elephant mothers in Gorongosa National Park.
Gorongosa.
Who survived hunters during Mozambique's civil war sometimes enlist their kin and clans to chase away humans. To be honest, they probably should just do that anyways because humans are assholes to elephants most of the time. It's a defensive action, according to Leon Zanet, a biology professor at the University of Western Ontario, Saddleboot, who researches predator and prey interactions. Quote, these females lived during this time of this brutality by humans, and so now whenever they see a human, they recognize it as a significant threat. Mazelov says that
Marzluff.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov said that we should know that animals are paying attention to what we do. Quote, they do take information about our activities and use it in their behavior later. We're just not this static part of the environment, their environment. We're an active species that take seriously and respond to. So again, maybe the killer whales were like, hey, that's our Titanic. Get away from it. You didn't pay for this, assholes. I think it might have been orcas. That's the conspiracy, Brian.
Is that
I
what
don't
it
get
is?
to jump through hoops anymore in front of thunderous applause of crowds of humans and get free fish.
I like this. White Gladys is...
I don't get to lick people's faces anymore when I jump out of the water.
Or eat their face off when I jump out of
Fuck
water.
this shit.
Yeah. I'm not getting beaten because I'm not jumping high enough. Fuck.
White Gladys.
I missed that.
White Gladys is in Expendables 5. She's back for revenge. Maybe, White Gladys is in John Wick 5. Ooh. He teams up.
No.
No, damn it. So there you go. Don't mess with orcas.
Be fucking decent to animals.
Should go without saying.
It should.
Should.
But here we are saying it.
Yes. Yes. Box office news, world reports, Jeff?
Yes, the box office
Oh.
of weekend June 16th through June 18th. Number one, this terrible, terrible bomb of a travesty performance. The Flash made $55 million domestically in its opening weekend on a $200 million budget.
It was expected to be 70 to 80 million, and it also did not do well worldwide.
Yeah, did not do well worldwide. It did like $160 million.
The problem is the marketing budget was almost 150 million.
Well, that's their fault.
And they said the reason is they couldn't put Ezra Miller out there to market the film.
Right.
So they bumped up everything else on marketing.
This just overall seems like a very weak weekend
Yes.
at the box office.
Yes.
Just for it being like Father's Day. And
Elemental made a disappointing $29.5 million in its opening weekend on a $200 million budget.
Saw this.
Looking pretty bad for Pixar there.
I saw it.
Oh, you went and saw the movie?
Yeah.
And?
It's a movie. It was fine.
I'm about to say, you're saying it's a movie. You didn't say it was a bad movie, so...
there's no villain in it, which is fine. But like...
Society is the villain.
Well, the whole thing is like they live in this fire town, and supposedly like water was turned off years ago because why would an element of fire need water? Well, then one of the pipes has water in it, and they're like, who turned this on? Like the one inspector who's the water guy in it. He's like, there shouldn't be any water in this town, this section of the town. Who did this? And you're like, oh, there's going to be a villain in it. That's just government oversight. Literally, that's it.
The government oversight's the villain.
so this was based on a true story about Flint, Michigan?
Yes, pretty much.
Sweet.
I mean, it's a good immigration story. Like, it's about, like, the first generation of immigrants coming over and their kids. But, like, it was fine. It's not bad. But nothing happened. There's nothing happened. So, yeah. Government oversight. That's your villain.
Lack of government
Yes,
oversight.
lack of government oversight. Yeah, the whole time I kept like, oh, who's going to be the villain? Where's the villain? What the hell happened?
Number 3 this weekend, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse made another $28 million, a total of $280.5 million on a budget of $100 million.
Stop watching Spider-Man.
Keep watching Spider-Man.
Keep watching it.
Number 4, Transformers: Rise of the Beast made another $20 million, a total of $100.5 million on a $195 million budget. I'm guessing that's doing better internationally
Yes.
because for some reason they like Transformers in other countries.
Yes.
And coming in at number 5, that terrible, terrible movie that shows that if you go woke, you go broke. The Little Mermaid made another $11.6 million, a total of $253.5 million on a budget of $250 million.
Hashtag not my mermaid.
Hashtag they're not fucking real. It's all make-believe. Shut up.
Not my mermaid.
Fuck. None of them are mermaids. There aren't
When I
any
was 8,
mermaids.
she was white.
Why isn't her hair redder? Fuck off. I'm just pissed that I don't ever see any crabs singing. I've never seen that in my entire life.
Was watching some reruns of Ink Masters where they do the tattoo competitions.
Yeah.
And the competition that one week was you had to
Disney.
do mermaid tattoos.
Oh, mermaids, yeah.
And now they're complaining about how the anatomy is wrong. And I'm like, it's a mermaid. They don't exist.
they
There
have
is
a
no
fi-
wrong anatomy.
Is there a fish head and people legs?
No, they all did. They're complaining about the way that they're turning there or whatever. That's not how it. It's like it's a mythical creature. You don't know.
Hashtag not my mermaid.
The next week they were doing like animals, so you can argue that okay, well that just is not what that doesn't look like a fox.
You wanna see-
that they exist. You can say that.
You want to see some good mermaid art? Go look at some old sailors, man. There's some sexy
Yes.
fucking mermaids.
You know what
Guys'
mermaids are?
arm.
Mermaids are manatees. I should have tattooed a fucking manatee on the side of your. I'm sorry. Go ahead, continue.
Where's the vagina?
You got to get through the gills.
I know my mermaid.
This mermaid isn't anatomically correct.
Come into Fox this Saturday.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Maybe mermaids killed the boat. Took the boat.
Ocean
Could have
Gate.
been.
They were trying to show them a beautiful world, but they couldn't get the bullets open. The mermaids had a metric.
Somebody had
Under the sea.
diarrhea and fucking shit all over the window. So, or maybe everyone else.
Right now, we only can watch on TV. I couldn't stay up for this.
Well, we can't help them, but we can sing them a song.
Up, down, left, right, BBA. That'll take us back up.
Quick, the cheat code. The Konami code will save us.
It didn't take us back up, but I now got unlimited ammo.
Not unlimited lives. Put in the unlimited lives code.
You idiot! You hit B, not A. Do it again. Do it again.
Oh, look, I got unlimited money. Oh, I had that beforehand.
And it's filling up. It sounds like somebody singing from the Little Mermaid outside. Under the sea.
Hey, that crab is singing.
I can't tell because Claude had shitted on the window.
Who said we had to enforce encumbrance on this?
Everything's better down where it's better. No, it's not.
Oh my god.
You got a socket set over there, Ariel? No, I didn't get one from Prince.
It was he just got a fork.
That's a dingle hopper to
Oh,
you.
yeah.
It's not working.
I got this dingle hopper.
Hashtag not my utensil.
I hope a submersible ship goes missing every week.
Ow.
Well, people don't have to be on it, but just to make it fun.
All right, upcoming June 23rd of 2023, we've got opposite directions, Asteroid City. Wes Anderson's newest creation, following a writer on his world-famous fictional play about a grieving father who travels with his tech-obsessed family to a small, rural asteroid city to compete in a stargazing event, only to have his worldview disrupted forever. Anyone who has ever been some sort of a successful actor is in this film.
It's Wes Anderson.
Jason Schwartzman, Scarlett Johansson, Tom Hanks, Jeffrey Wright, Tilda Swinton, Bryan Cranston, Edward Norton, Adrian Brody, Liev Schreiber, Hope Davis,
Jason Statham.
Maya Hawke, Steve Carell, Matt Dillon, Willem Dafoe, Margot Robbie, Jeff Goldblum.
The ironic thing
The
is,
shorter list would be who's not in it.
all these people are going to be at the Cincinnati Comic Expo September 22nd through 24th.
none of them have confirmed.
Yes. What else we got coming up?
Oh, Rita Wilson's in it too.
So Tom and Rita.
Yeah.
That's cute.
But we also have a movie called No Hard Feelings.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, this is
Oh, this is the Jennifer Lawrence one? That
Yeah.
looks terrible.
On the brink of losing her home, Maddie finds an intriguing job listing. Helicopter parents looking for someone to bring their introverted 19-year-old son out of his shell before college.
Nudge, nudge.
She
wink,
has
wink.
one summer
no more.
to make him a man or die trying.
I don't think you
Or
could
die trying? That's in there?
I don't
That's
think you
in
could,
the synopsis.
You couldn't make this film if you reverse roles, right? Late 20s, early 30s man is trying to make a woman out of this 18-year-old.
Right.
I don't think you could do that.
So if she fails, she's dead?
I'm intrigued by that film.
I mean,
Yeah.
that adds a new layer to it.
Surviving the Game Part 2.
Yeah.
She's got
I have
full frontal
seen-
nudity in this film, supposedly too.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, she was like that in Red Sparrow. I mean,
Yeah.
when isn't she in Full Frontal?
Yeah, I just
First half is a comedy. The second half is her surviving in the woods.
Jennifer Lawrence, Matthew Broderick.
He plays the
Natalie
dad.
Is the
Alice.
18-year-old. Just so
Hassan Minaj.
just because he wanted to kiss Jennifer Lawrence, he
So you
made
see
this
her
movie.
naked, naked on set.
Matthew, we got this film with Jennifer Lawrence. You play the dad. I want to be the son. No, you're the dad. I want to be the son. That's not. No, I'm the son. I am the son. I'm married to Sarah Jessica. Give me
I
some
am the
hope.
son.
They're going to bring Tarantino in for a foot fetish scene.
The whole movie's just a foot fetish. Okay, moving on. Top 5 this week.
Nope.
That's Meow God.
There we go. Top 5 this week. Worst superhero films.
Worst?
Worst.
He said worst.
Worst?
We've never done this category. I was kind of surprised by that. Let's see here.
There were a lot to choose from.
Yes. Jeff, you go first.
I'm going first. My number 5, I have Catwoman.
Oh, that's a good one. That is on my list. Let me see where it's at here, though.
Never saw it.
That is my number 2. Number 2.
I don't think I saw the whole thing.
On purpose.
Yeah. But I saw enough of it to realize
It's bad.
it's at least top 5 bad.
About 15 years ago, 20 years ago, when
Even if you're a Halle Berry fan?
yeah.
That's the only reason it's like as low on my list as it is.
Yeah.
So when this came out, a couple years after this came out, I belonged to a gym, and I would do the elliptical, and it would either be, they have the giant movie screen, it would either be Taxi with Jimmy Fallon on it.
Oh, that was terrible. And Queen Latifah?
Yes, or Catwoman. Those were the two shows that they kept playing over and over again.
So they were enforcing the 20-minute rule.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
that's where I saw Fun with Dick and Jane and Envy.
Oh, 2 other horrible shows.
We got to play something that people will get off the bikes.
What do we got, Blake?
Yeah, so I had to have seen it
Okay,
and actually watched it.
that would be good.
My number 5, highly disappointed because it had Anya Taylor-Joy in it, and it really did suck. We talked about it on the podcast before. The New Mutants.
Nowhere close to being in my top 60.
It sucked.
Next week,
Didn't-
It
next
was
week,
horrible.
top 60.
I can name 60 worst superhero movies in that one.
No
Brian-
budget. They didn't obviously put any money into
They
it.
should have put less money into it, apparently.
Brian, number 5.
Number 5 for me, Green Lantern.
Oh, that was my number 4.
Oh, I forgot about that movie. Damn it! It's in my walls down here too.
And your ring collection.
I do. Well, I like the rings. That's from that's from the book.
Plastic rings.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Banging sounds were detected on Monday close to where the Titanic sub went missing, and it continued for several hours
They
at,
found Leonardo DiCaprio.
at 30-minute intervals.
That's what
So
I
every
said they
30
should
minutes
do.
they were banging?
Yeah.
SOS.
Yep.
Nice.
But
Okay.
no more, huh?
Yeah, apparently not.
Yeah, I may
I
have
don't know.
96 hours of oxygen, but if you don't breathe properly.
The noises were picked up by sono buoys deployed by a Canadian aircraft.
Okay. Number 5 for me, Superman 3. Oh, Brian, did you do yours? Yeah, you did Green Lantern. Sorry.
Yep.
Superman 3. Watched that in school. That was a horrible film. Hated that.
No, but Superman's personality split him into two.
No.
And
Even
Richard
when
Pryor
Richard
was in
Pryor
it.
can't be funny, it's an issue. Number 4 for me was the original Punisher film with Dolph Lundgren. Oh, so
I never
bad.
saw that one to judge that one.
Hey, this guy's like a killing machine. He's just going to talk for the next 45 to 60 minutes. That's wonderful. So we're not going to have a battle scene in it? Nah, maybe at the end.
I'll throw some gun violence in for you.
Yeah. Brian, number 4?
Number 4 for me, I will follow in your footsteps and say Punisher Warzone with Ray Stevenson.
Oh, the man just passed away.
I know he did. I didn't feel great about it, but it was also a terrible film.
Again, I didn't see that version either.
Number 4 for you.
I panicked when you said Superman or
Quest for Peace.
Quest for Peace.
That's my number 1.
That is a hot piece of dog
I
shit.
agree with
Put
you.
it on
Put
the
it
board.
on the
yes.
board.
Yeah.
Yep. It
was
Superman 4,
horrible.
The Quest for Peace is what I think is the worst superhero movie ever.
Who played Nuclear Man?
Some guy you've never heard of and never saw again.
Okay, just
But
making sure.
unfortunately, that was Christopher Reeve's last movie, wasn't it?
His last Superman.
Last
Last
Superman.
movie.
Yeah.
Christopher Reeves directed that one, I think.
Mark Pillow.
Who?
Mark Pillow is Nuclear Man. Story by Christopher Reeves.
He wrote it. Okay.
Directed by Sidney J. Fury.
Okay, so he just wrote it, not directed it.
Yeah.
My mistake.
So he just wrote and starred.
Yeah.
But sad.
Yes.
Sad because it was a terrible movie.
Yes.
Mark Pillow was also in Wise Guy and Alaska Kid.
Wise guy, eh?
Yes.
Now, let me tell you about the Alaska Kid.
You went to Alaska?
That could be our title this week. The Alaska Kid.
That's also coming to Fox on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Kicks off the night of Adventures Popcorn Man and Ass Hats.
The Alaska Kid, followed by The Adventures of Popcorn Man.
Actually, we got another show we got in between those two.
Oh,
We got to
okay.
find something.
Oh, we've got space. Okay.
Yeah. Jeff, what's your
Number 4 for me was Green Lantern.
Okay. Number 3?
Number 3 for me is Justice League, the theatrical, was it Joss Whedon cut? Who did that? Was that Whedon?
That was my number 3, and I just kind of lumped them all together.
Oh my!
It doesn't matter.
I'm going to say the other one wouldn't make my list. The
4-hour cut.
yeah, the
It wasn't horrible, but it was
the
bored.
Snyder cut wasn't terrible.
Well, Whedon cut was much worse.
Oh yes, the Whedon cut was terrible, and it was my third worst superhero movie.
Blake, number 3.
My number 3, just saw it recently. I did comment it in our personal chats when I did watch it. Birds of Prey, Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I don't know if I would be on my top 5. Obviously not, but it was not great. It was not
No,
good.
it wasn't
No.
great, but
I had better
I've seen-
expectations for it,
Yes.
unfortunately, and it didn't live up to them.
No.
I've got about 18 honorable mentions that I would put ahead of that. So.
Brian, number 3.
Number 3 for me, Elektra.
Oh man,
I liked Elektra.
Just wasn't.
Nothing really
I
happened.
mean, it wasn't a good movie, but I mean, it was still
Jennifer
Gardner. I was going to call her Jessica Gardner.
I was going to call her Jennifer
Gardner.
I don't blame you for putting it up there. Number 3 for me was
But Terrence Stamp was stick.
number 3 was Justice League for me. Number 2 for me was Catwoman. Number 2 for you?
Number 2 for me, Batman and Robin.
That was my number 2.
That was my
Nice to see
number
you.
1.
Put it on the board. You know what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. What was number 2, Blake?
I hope in number 2, X-Men's Last Stand and Batman v Superman.
Oh, I forgot about the X-Men. They were all bad except for the first 2.
They weren't all bad.
First 2 were good. Oh, there was
Last Stand was bad.
First Class was
First
good.
Class was good. But I mean, I'll talk about them in honorable mentions if they're on somebody else.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin them. But yeah.
what-
My number 2 was Batman and Robin. My number 1 was Superman 4: The Quest for Peace.
I mean, I can't even watch Batman v Superman. I don't even think I watched it all the way through. I just watched parts of it again and again and going, I hate this. It sucks.
Martha.
Yeah, Batman v Superman was not good. I think I thought the Justice League was worse.
I agree. That's what my thing was.
And also, the other Superman, Man of Steel, was not a good movie either.
I didn't even.
Doomsday
I don't
was-
think I even bothered to see it.
Doomsday was Superman. It was Justice League, right?
No, Doomsday was Man of Steel.
That's right. That's right. Let's see here.
And became... Well, no, I'm sorry.
Batman versus Superman was
Doomsday was Batman versus Superman,
yeah.
made from the remains of
Zod.
Zod. Yeah, that's what it was.
Number one for you, Blake, you said?
That was Batman,
Okay.
Robin. Horrible shit franchise.
Put it on the
God.
credit card. Number one for you, Brian?
Number one for me, Daredevil.
How dare you?
Jason likes that one.
If you see the uncut version, it's much better. There's
You mean the director's cut version?
sorry, director's cut. There's a Coolio version, Coolio side story.
There's a Coolio.
Yeah, there's Coolio in it.
Coolio's in it.
Yeah.
Wait. Daredevil goes to Gangster's Paradise?
No, he frees him. He represents him.
Oh, Matt Murdock represents
Yeah.
him. Okay.
Actually, Daredevil does. He just walks into courts.
Let this man go!
Well, I'm sorry, but your prosecutor, unfrozen caveman lawyer over here, has something else to say. Number one for me was literally the whole Fantastic Four series. Every single one of them. When the Corman one is better than the theatrical ones, you got an issue. Fuck those movies. Ugh.
Even with the Silver Surfer.
Well, Silver Surfer was probably worse than the first one.
Yes.
Had more expectations for Silver Surfer.
And then the third one was just boring. The reboot.
Oh, the
Miles Teller.
Van Forktick
Yes.
was terrible.
We had lots of responses. Brian, Canadian of the Year, had Shazam, Gods of Fury.
Oh,
the new
the
one.
second one. I haven't seen it.
I liked the first
I
one.
haven't seen it yet.
Wonder Woman, 1984. That could be up there.
Honorable
that-
mention.
Yeah, that honorable mention. It didn't quite make the...
I mean, I'll watch Gal Gadot.
Spider-Man 3.
Didn't really think of that one. It
It was all right.
compared to everything else that I thought of, that one's still not good.
Steel with
And
Shaq.
I never saw Steel.
I didn't either,
Never had an or chance or
Did
desire
that really
to.
count?
If no one saw it, is it really a superhero movie?
Let's see here. And number one was Catwoman for him. Let's see here. Sorry, going back to see. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there it is. Sorry. We also got from Randall Holt. Let's see.
Isn't that
No, we're going to Dev first. Sorry. Side guy. He had Batman versus Superman number 5. Number 4, The Spirit. Oh,
Didn't look good. Didn't
Alec
see
Baldwin.
it. Yeah.
Black Adam number 3. The Flash number 2.
Ooh.
And theatrical and Snyder cuts of Justice League.
Oh, he's throwing the Snyder cut.
I
in
like
there.
it. Stork.
So has Dev seen The Flash and is listing
I guess
here,
so.
or just decided to hate on it?
I don't know. Stork, Episodic Geek, has Judge Dredd times 5. I guess the original was Stallone. Let's see here.
That's a pretty... Yeah, I mean, I expect that from him.
Doctor number 1. Superman 3 and 4. That's good ones. Wonder Woman 1984. The Green Hornet.
Yeah, Green Hornet was pretty bad, too.
If I saw it, it would probably make my
was-
list, but I
Yeah, that was not
Yeah.
a good film.
Blank Man.
Oh, that was...
Is that a comedy?
Yeah.
Was it a comedy?
It was supposed to be a comedy.
And the Transtastic 4. Cinematography left a lot to be desired. Writing had very little character development, and sound editing was poor. It looks like it was a porn with the Wonder Woman, Supergirl, and a couple other superhero. Black Panther.
God.
I thought he was referring to Trank's Fantastic Four.
No. Let's see here. It's by Groovy Platinum. There you go. Randall Holt.
The wrong Fantastic Four.
That actually sounds better than the other Fantastic Fours.
Randy had RJ Holt 666. He's not evil.
He's just
my
handled
brother.
that way.
He had The Punisher, the Dolph Lundgren one. RoboCop 3. Batman and Robin. Superman 3 and Superman 4. There's a whole lot of them I haven't seen that could be worse than this. Not much.
You know, he's pretty accurate there, Randall.
Pittsburgh Nerd Podcast. Elektra.
There we go.
Catwoman.
Yep.
X-Men: The Last Stand. I forgot about this one. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
I never actually
That was
watched it. I tried to watch it maybe 10 minutes, so I guess I could have judged it, but
That's true.
And
it
Batman
was
and
on
Robin.
about a comic book, wasn't it?
Yeah. Batman and Robin was number one. Steve at Everything I Learned from Movies. The Spirit. Batman and Robin. 1997. My dad almost got into a fight with another guy because my dad was enjoying it and other guy wasn't. Jonah Hex. Oh, so much lost potential.
if I saw Jonah Hex, I might have added it.
Catwoman and the Fantastic Four from 2015. And then Kevin at Cincy Explorer. He's alive, he says. Welcome back, Kevin.
I'm alive.
So you were not on the submersible ship.
And that's actually not as since the Explorer isn't.
Yeah, I know.
It's, okay.
Yeah.
He changed his handle. In case
Yeah, I'm
he
not going
doesn't
to click
care.
on it, though. Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. Peace.
Pieced.
Peace.
Like,
Peaced out.
Dark Phoenix. X-Men.
Dark Phoenix was an honorable mention.
Catwoman. Green Lantern. Batman and Robin. An honorable mention. 2015's Fantastic Four.
Wow, I'm scared his list was very close to mine.
yeah, same.
Roy McMillan has stuff for next week that we'll get to because he asked us questions about some of this.
Oh.
So we'll get to that next
So
week.
that'll get on
Yes.
the outline for next week.
Real quick, any honorable mentions that we didn't talk?
I can't believe no one did say X-Men Age of Apocalypse.
Oh, yeah.
That was worse than Dark Phoenix. I don't care what you say.
I've never seen Dark Phoenix.
I wouldn't recommend it, but it's better than Age of Apocalypse.
Is it better than the third X-Men, Last Stand?
No.
Wow.
I think both of those are worse.
We saw Age of Apocalypse together. It was not good. Let's see here. Bad idea of the week.
I think we have a pretty good idea.
What number is this?
3? 4? It's got to be a top 5.
Digit. It's definitely a single digit.
Okay.
Well, how about 7?
7. We'll go 7.
Lucky
Yeah,
number 7.
Well, not really.
Oh.
Don't be in a submersible ship that gets bolted together. If you do, make sure you get the right socket
Bolted
sets.
shut.
Yes. Make sure you get the right socket.
And don't
And one designed to go 1,400 feet, and you're going 4,000. Oh, that's too.
7A. Don't get into a ship controlled by a video game controller.
there that yep.
Don't
The
get into
aftermarket.
Yeah, aftermarket.
Mad Cat.
7B. 7B. Don't get into a ship that has a shitter right next to the window.
7C, don't get in a ship where you're going to be watching what's happening outside on a flat screen TV.
It is flat screen plasma.
Is it on a mount? Like
I think
if
it
I
is.
look how much more room I have.
Plasma leaks. Are they in trouble?
I heard it was only 722. It wasn't 1080.
It's not,
Not even
yeah.
1080.
For 250,000, I better be getting 4K.
Claude, this is ridiculous. I spent a lot of money on this.
4K.
Unfortunately, it's connected to the Roku stick, which had no reception down there. So they just have a black screen. Damn it.
What's the Wi-Fi password?
Titanic.
Suckers.
Thoughts and
The
prayers.
C is the sense symbol.
Yeah.
Titles for the show.
Let's see. I've got my question is why magnets,
Magnus.
Yep.
really bad prunes, a very Titanic episode, screw it to death, and Shamu is out of work.
I have thoughts and prayers. Claude is on back order.
Claw.
And that's all I have.
Let's see. I had a made-for-TV series. You're actually going to do it. We live in the stupidest of times. And
Oh, jeez.
are those bolts? That would be the orcas asking
yes.
before they attack.
Change approved. I like it. Let's go. Are those bolts?
Bolts?
Oh my god, it sounds like it's a wonderful paradise out there. If only we could see it. It sounds like mermaids and killer whales are living together and crabs are singing. Why can't we see it?
because Claude shit on the window.
That's when the Sebastian started singing. They gave us a beat. We're going to hell.
No, we don't want to sing with you. Help us.
Like they made their beat faster. Let's get it, guys. Come on. Oysters over there. Let's go.
Sad part is the mermaids drug them to the surface, so they just didn't have the they had metric.
Damn you, Ariel. Get the dingle hopper.
Dingle.
Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. Not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. History of bad ideas. Podcast.
You are listening to a Hobie.